So today, folks, we're going to be taking a look at the industrial terrain set from Gamemat.eu, and we're also going to be taking a look at this double-sided 4x4 playmat that has the quarantine zone on one side, which is showing right now, and on the other side it is the Wastelands print. So let's get down to the table, take a closer look. So as you can see here, this is some pretty cool, detailed, industrial-looking terrain for your tabletop miniatures games. These are not small pieces. I get my hand in there and you can see the size of these. They're not small at all. This one is probably the biggest piece, and looks like an engine block almost, but it's some kind of generator, or I don't know, you name it. But it looks really good on the table. These little ammo crates here are, again, not very small either, but they are smaller than the others. These smaller generators here, I think, are also rather detailed as far as the look that they have, and so forth and so on. So if you can just take a look at that, I mean, it does have a lot of good detail. The paint job on it makes it look old, rusty, but still metallic. Now, I will say that the only thing I was kind of disappointed in were these steel pipes, or what are supposed to be pipes, because they probably look the least real out of everything that's here. I mean, it just looks like three pipes that you glued together. You can even see the glue lines here. So these are kind of a letdown for this set. Probably the one piece, or the two, actually there's two of them here, the two pieces that I've been least impressed with out of everything that Gamemat has sent me. But with that having been said, I think this is generic enough to fit into a wide number of different kinds of games that are there. Sure, it has a little bit of a futuristic look to it, but not so much to where you're taking it away from something else. I mean, this thing right here looks like it's from the 60s or something like that. So you could use it for older games or futuristic games, because it could possibly be in the future. So that's one of the things that I like about it, is that it does have kind of a timeless industrial look to it. And that brings us to the mat. This is the quarantine mat that they offer. This is the one side of the double-sided 4x4 mat that we have here. And as you can see, it has a lot of really neat detail in it. That could be blood, could be rust, don't judge. It could be a number of different things, but I like the different patterns of flooring that you have going on here. Just a very generic, nastified, old look that can be used in a number of different settings. You could have an industrial setting, you could have a zombie post-apocalyptic setting. There's just a number of different ways that you could use this playmat and have it really pop on the table for you. So it's really neat. And then we have the Badlands side of it, and as you can see, this is just a cracked earth, very, I don't know, Mad Max comes to mind whenever I see this one. Just a very, just a nasty, dried, cracked looking landscape that could be basically anywhere. It could be some alien world somewhere, it could be in the desert somewhere in America, you never know. But that's the detail. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like you're outside on this thing. And it really has some great, dirty detail in it. So, another great aspect here. All right, so last time I actually did a product review. The Gamemat says that these are waterproof. So I tested that. I poured some water on it, and sure, it beat it up. But let's take it to the next level, shall we? Yes! No, not the hammer. Tom is here. What? Kenny did this. All right, so Tom is here. He's going to help me pour the 2 drinks that gamers are known for drinking probably the most. Regular gamers and health-conscious gamers. So he's going to take the Diet Coke. I'm going to take the Mountain Dew. And we're just going to pour a little, not the whole can. And I do have some paper towel here ready just in case this doesn't work well. Okay, so... All right, that seems to be working.
It would be more like this, right? It would fall.
Yeah, it would.
Yes. Fall like, I'll do it this way.
It would fall.
That's what would happen.
So as you can see, this is absolutely.
I feel like I'm on an infomercial.
It's just beating up. It's moving around. Now I had to run and get more napkins because we actually poured a lot of Coke and a Mountain Dew on this. So as you can see, it is still just beating up. It's not soaking in at all. So I really do think, as I said last time, they are not lying to you at all. Man, we poured a lot of stuff on here. And just for you naysayers, this has been completely wiped up. And if we look on the underside, it is absolutely dry. Nothing here at all. The bottom of the thing isn't wet either. It is waterproof and soda proof. So that's about that for the industrial terrain set from Gamemat.eu and the 4x4 double-sided battle map with the Quarantine on one side and the Wastelands on the other. I am still impressed by the level of quality that comes out of this website, with the exception of those pipes. That was a little wonky. Something that probably my 7-year-old could have done with some super glue and some PVC piping. So that was a little bit of a disappointment, but everything else out of this set, and of course the battle mats. The battle mats are awesome. If you don't get the terrain, you could find a use for the battle mats. Again, I always say this in all of these reviews. These are luxury items, so I get that. But if you have a use, and if you can squeeze it into your budget, I don't think that you will be disappointed at all. The product test that we did as far as the waterproofing, liquid proofing, whatever you want to call it, it continues to pass the test. I was actually kind of nervous. We didn't test it before we recorded the actual testing of it, so I wasn't sure how the mat was going to hold up to the soda pop version. I don't know if there was something in the liquid that would break down that barrier or what have you, but it didn't. It worked. And it sat there for quite some time because I had to make a couple of trips here in the studio to the kitchen and back for more paper towels. And it did not soak through, did not seep through at all. So that's really a cool thing. I like that they make a product that they claim can do something, and it can. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here because I think you can see the value for what it is. And you know, this is the third review that I've done on products from Gamemat.eu, and every single time they're just knocking it out of the park. So that's it from me for these products from Gamemat.eu. We will see you guys on the flip side. No, that's going too far. Yeah, I'm not gonna.